Very good morning. Welcome to the next session of the workshop, which we are continuing earlier. So today, last session, we saw about the API Postman pipeline integration, how to run a Postman collection with the Jenkins pipeline. We saw we triggered a pipeline and we executed all the four HTTP methods. Now we are going to see a REST assured. REST assured is nothing but a Java library that is used for testing RESTful web services. Okay, so it provides us domain-specific language (DSL) for writing powerful and expressive tests for RESTful APIs. So nowadays in the world, right, a world of automation or the world of application where the API needs to be tested, we need to maintain a regression path for testing the all the APIs of our application. So we need an automation shoot so that we are testing the all the APIs working fine with all these different methods, right? So that we need to set up a framework, right? For that we use REST assured library. Okay, so REST assured is a lightweight one, and we can it simplifies the task whatever we are doing. Then that is the main purpose why we go for REST assured. We can check the request and it simplifies the API and makes we can get helps in making and testing the validating the HTTP request and the response, and makes the automate the testing of APIs in a very easy manner. That's why we go for REST assured. For API automation in C sharp, we go for REST sharp. For Python, we go have an like library a plugin we use that is request. For but Java based libraries, we go for REST assured. Okay, so now let's automate a very simple code for all the four Crude operation: get, post, put, and delete. So last session we are automating for the postman, right? The same four postman endpoint we like to automate with the help of REST assured library. Okay, now let's create a simple Maven project. Okay, I click next. Create a simple project. Click next. Workshop REST assured. Okay, click finish. Okay, now let's go to the pom.xml, add the REST assured dependencies. For that, first we need to go to Google. Okay, in Google, we'll type REST assured and click OK. If you go and click the first link, you'll get to know what are the libraries right we need. First we need to go to docs, downloads. So there we can see what are the libraries we needed for doing a REST assured program. Like for example, REST assured 5.4.0 JSON path we need, right? A JSON schema we need, right? These are the other what are the different JSON schema validator we might need. Okay, so what are dependencies we need for a project that we can use we can see with the help of the restassured.io site. Okay, now we are going to add test engine framework, Apache Py, test engine, extend report, right? IO Cucumber PyO container. We are going to add lot of dependencies here. So let's go to the Eclipse now. Okay, let's copy the dependencies from my previous project. Okay, so now these are the dependencies we need to add in our project. Let's see one by one. Okay, I already have the set of dependencies with me. I'll go and add our existing project. Okay, so what are the dependencies means? It's like for example, as I told you, REST assured dependency, Apache Py dependency, TestNG dependency, Cucumber dependency, right? Avant stack extend report dependency, extend report Cucumber adapter, right, for getting a report, right? That we need Cucumber J, Cucumber PyO container TestNG. So same thing, some dependencies which we are using in the. Okay, right, we need these dependencies, right? Extend report, right? REST assured, right? These dependencies we need, right? Sources in our project. Okay, so I'm going to go there and update the project. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to as Java. I'm going to create one class. So as I told, we are going to test with all the four code operations. First, we'll go for a post request. Okay, package name will give okay com.js testing JS testing, or we'll go for C2T, right? Instead of JS testing, we'll make it C2T. C2T is our one company, right? C2T endpoints. Here we'll give post request. Class name will give the post request. Okay. First we'll post and see, then we'll add get delete. Okay. I'll input public static void main here. Then I'll click finish. Okay. Now I'll start writing the code for this one. Okay. Now we'll get REST assured. REST assured class dot base URI for setting up the URI, base URI equal to, then we put the endpoint here. I'll copy the base URI, then I'll add here, then I'll give semicolon, then, and I'll add the static import here, right, for using the checking keywords given. Okay, so import static io.rest assured dot rest assured dot given. We are using adding this right static import explicitly, so that we are using the given method, right, method chaining method. Okay, so now we'll add the thing. First one, we need to post it, right. We need to send the request body. We'll save the request body in a string request body equal to, we'll copy the right, the JSON body from the post method, which we did had the CSI in the postman class, and we'll paste it here. Okay, then I'll give a semicolon. Okay, now if I want to change something, I'll change here something. Okay, okay, now let's go and do the given method, given dot. Okay, now we'll give content type dot JSON. Okay, it's going to take the content type as JSON. Then we'll give body. We'll give the request body. So the JSON right request body is going to pass here. Then log dot all. So it's going to log the request in the console. Then I'll give the when condition. When it's going to write. Okay, we are going to take it consider as a request specification here. Then what you are going to do is you are going to extract the response body here. Now what we should do is dot post. Then we have to give the endpoint here. The resource we need to copy. So it returns a response here. Okay. Now what we should do is, right, now we should give RESP dot then. So as string we should give then and store it in a string. Now what we do is, right, we need to print it, right? Response is out. Okay. Now we should give response body. Okay. Now we'll run the code. We can see, right, data inserted successfully. Now what we do is we posted. Now we'll create a new class. Okay, get request. So we posted a resource. Now we need to get a resource. Okay, add publish tab. We'll add test ng here. Now we'll add it. I will run for test ng. Let me create a method here. Public void post get instead of Java. We'll run for test ng. Okay. Now we'll create a curly bracket. Give an enter. Now we'll give an add test here. We'll add a test engine annotation here. Now we'll start writing the code. Okay, rest assured dot base URI. We'll get the get endpoint. We'll paste it here. Hope you all are aware of test engine. Okay. Now test engine is a framework. It's an execution framework where it has a lot of right users in it. Okay. Now let's go. Okay. Now let's go and get a right. First, let's add a we'll have a response here. Okay. First, we need to add a static import static io.restassured.given. So we need to add this package to use the given method, right? Request specification method given. Okay. Now let's what we do is, right. We need to get the response. Okay. Response equal to given dot. Now we'll add the next we'll add the what type of right we'll add the query param, what ID we need to generate. Okay, first we'll give double ID, and then what ID we need to give, we'll give it. Okay, let's go to post. We'll see the what is the ID, latest ID we need. We'll go to the post, get request. We'll send a request here. We'll get the latest ID. We'll get the ID 15180. Okay. Now we'll post this in the query param. Okay. Now dot. Okay. Then we'll see the. Okay. Then we'll give the get. Okay. And we'll give the resource here. Double quotes. Then we'll go and give the request. Okay. Now after that we'll give then condition dot then. Okay. Now after that what we'll do is right. Okay. Now then dot status code. Okay. Then what we do is, right, then we'll give log dot all. Okay, then we'll give the semicolon here. We'll take the response now. Okay, now what we'll give is, right, so we are going to save it given dot log all. It's going to extract. Now let's run the code. So it's going to run as a test ng, get pass, right? It's logged the ID here. Okay, so you got the ID. What ID we paste it, right? It logged it. Okay. Now what we do is, now we are going to, we saw post, now we saw get, and we are going to put it. We are going to create a new class put. Okay. Now we'll add an test. Okay. Public void put method, put public void or update. Public void update. Rest assured dot base URI. We need to add the static import here. Rest assured dot base URI. I'll copy the base URI and I'll paste here. This is for this endpoint is for update. Okay. Now let's go there. First we'll get a response. We'll first we need to pass a body string request body. Now we'll copy the body and paste here. We'll change the name also. We'll change name. Okay, so already existing right resource, we are just updating with help of this put request. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will just set it up the put body now. Then we'll go and check, give the response here. Response equal to given dot. Okay, then we'll add the what. Okay, request body, the put body. Okay, put body. Then what we do is, right, dot when. Okay, dot put, and the resource will add. Then we'll add the resource here. After adding the resource, then we'll add then condition, then method dot extract. Okay. Then what we'll do is, right, we'll use this out response body. Okay. We'll have the concatenation. Then we'll give res dot get body. Okay. Now we'll go to the next get body as string. We need to get as a string. Yes. We need to get as a string. Okay. Now same thing will give us this out response status code. Response status code. We'll give a plus symbol outside a status code. We'll give a concatenation res dot get status code. Okay. Now let's run the code. So we are going to update the existing resource. Right. We are going to right add to keep attributes, change it. So first we posted a request. Now next we right get the request. Now we put. So you can see the response body, right? Message data updated successfully, and it's returning the status code 200. Okay, so we can do a lot of validations, right? Content type, content header, status code, right? Body, right? Checking the single each and every attribute in the response body. Like that, we can do a lot of validations with the help of this REST assured. Okay, now let's go for a delete method. Delete request, right? We'll add finish. Okay, then I'll add the test method. Delete. REST assured.base URI. We need to set the base URI. We need to import the static import for the given keyword for method signing. Okay. Now we'll add REST assured.base URI. Then we'll add the base URI here. Okay. Now we need to pass the request body, right? String del equal to. We'll pass the request body here. Okay, we need to get an ID. With an ID we'll delete the particular right resource here. Okay, we need to go to get or put and get the ID, then we'll go and add in delete. Okay, with the help of ID we are going to get delete a particular resource. Yeah, response equal to given the body need to pass a del, and then we need to pass your resource here, delete resource delete.php. This one is our own endpoint, right, which we created. So this you can use it for a testing purpose. Dot then dot extract dot response. Okay. Now we'll check the right. We'll get the body and see. Okay. Sys out response body. Okay. We'll give the concatenation res dot. Okay. Now we'll run the code. And now you see, right, post deleted successfully. Okay, so we can see all the endpoints are working fine. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll run through testng.xml file. We'll go to post request. Okay, we'll change that public static void main to attest. We'll add attest public void post. Okay, now we'll add attest. Then what we do is this one should work. Now we'll create a testng.xml file. We'll go to testng, convert to testng. Now we can run parallel equal to classes. Classes thread count is 4. Okay. Now all the 4 requests will run. Let's finish it. Now we'll run the testng.xml file. Now all the 4 classes going to run at the same time. This is one of the basic I think we should know. So now you can see, right, all the 4 classes is been running parallelly. Okay, message no postpone because already it has been deleted. That's why it's telling message not found. So you can see all the 4 things are being right running fine. Because why is the invalid means we already deleted that particular ID in the previous execution. Okay, so this is how we can run through testng.xml file multiple classes at the same time. So testng is one of framework, execution framework, where we can use it for parallel execution, sequence execution, setting up the priorities, setting up the dependencies. That's it. Okay. So this is a basic class. In the continuation of this video, we'll create one framework, right, BDD framework, and we'll do different validations with the help of these 4 methods. And after later, we'll add Karate into this one, and then we'll see different types of validations through the Karate framework. Okay. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.